say, Thai food or dessert is very well known in the world. Just we no need to be, let's say, marketing more for the Thai product, for Thai food especially. So everyone know that Thai food is very good, one of the best food in the world. Just only to give them the opportunity to promote their product outside Thailand.
Right.
So they need shelf life.
สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Thai Pulse. This week we'll be interviewing a Thai company specializing in innovative longevity packaging solutions.
That is, packaging designed to extend the shelf life of food and perishable goods without refrigeration.
Right. And now we're here with Kun Chaiwat Nantiruj, the chairman of the board and chief executive officer of Eka Global. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
So how did you come up with the concept longevity packaging? Could you give us brief explanation in your own terms?
Actually, the longevity packaging is our own term, but for the technical word is a barrier packaging.
Right.
So the thing of the longevity packaging is same as the wording that is shown because we produce the packaging for extend the shelf life. So our packaging concept is to extend the shelf life up to 2 years without refrigeration.
Right. And what kind of materials do you use?
Mainly will be plastic.
Right.
So it will be kind of the packaging that replacement on the tin can and glass.
And how is it like different from other kinds of packaging?
Actually, the talking about the history of the food packaging in the world, I think for the extend shelf life product, especially for the food, mainly will be for the application for, let's say, 100 years ago, is starting with the tin can. That I think probably you will see that the tin can will be, let's say, the majority format in the world that pack for whatever seafood, beef and everything for in the shelf stable in the supermarket, and then can keep for up to 2 years, 3 years shelf life, and it stay with us in the world for, let's say, 100 years. It's also, let's say, protection or the oxygen, water, and everything, and go to the sterilization and have a shelf life for long, 2 to 3 years. But recently, I think maybe around 25 years ago, they have, let's say, technology updated to fit with the lifestyle of the modern era of the people, that they need to, let's say, have the packaging that can be microwavable and also easy to carry and also look nice than the tin can or glasses. So this is the coming up with the innovation packaging that we call the longevity packaging. So it's in terms of the format of the plastic. So you can see that we can design color, shape that not in terms of the cylindrical. So we can design any shape that fancy and then touching the heart of the consumer. And also can microwavable and very light in terms of this format.
Yeah. And I believe in the early days, there must be a lot of complications and challenges. So my question would be, what are your biggest hurdles back then and how did you overcome them?
Actually, Eka Global started, let's say, 22 years ago. So we started in 2003.
Right.
At that time, is no one, let's say, produce this kind of product or manufacturing this product in Thailand. Ever. So for the first start, the hurdle or the difficulty is a lot because no one, let's say, know this product before.
Right.
And even though they know, they have to import from US or Japan. So the Thai manufacturers never happened at that time. So when we entering to this market for the food manufacturers, they also have cautious that because as I mentioned earlier that this packaging is depending or related to the shelf life.
Right.
So it means that 2 year shelf life. So they have to make sure that their product can last long for 2 years. So it depends on packaging technology of this. When we starting 25 years ago, no one did this, and the perception of the food manufacturers in Thailand will be very, very conservative. So they have doubt that our packaging can last long for 2 years or not,
Right.
according to our claims. So that's why they have to testing. for a long time. So that's why we cannot start the manufacturing quite fast because they want to, let's say, make sure that their product can last long for 2 years. Normally, in this kind of process, they can accelerate shelf life testing, but they will not do.
Right.
They will say that, okay, we want to pack your product and leave it for 2 years, and then you come back to see the result that the packaging or the food product inside can last long for 2 years or not.
Yeah.
So we have to wait 2 years to get order. And if it's failed, so we have to go back and repack again and wait another 2 years to get orders.
Right.
So it takes long time.
But there was no other ways of testing it?
They can. As I mentioned, they have accelerated shelf life testing, but they don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because we are new. So they want to make sure that their product is 100% 2-year shelf life. So it means that first day, so we make a technical whatever packaging and design and sample cups to them. They want to pack and test shelf life for 2 years. The real 2 years. So we have to wait 2 years and then come back to them. If it's failed, as I mentioned, so we have to repeat again. But they will not do, let's say, the shortcut for accelerated shelf life testing, even though they can, but they will not do.
So how many years in total?
5 years. We don't
5
have orders
years.
at all. 0 orders
Right.
for 5 years.
Before starting, really starting your business, right?
Yeah, let's say really starting commercialize.
Right.
So I guess you started from R&D,
Yes.
right? Where and how did you bring that technology, and where does it come from?
I think that we're starting from the pain point
Right.
from the consumer. As I mentioned earlier that in the past when we see the pain point of the consumer is they stick to the tin can for a long time. The tin can format is staying with us for 100 years and then it's quite, let's say, conventional format. But it's good because they have a shelf life for 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, but they are very heavy. And also in one stage, I think maybe 20 years ago or 25 or 30 years ago around that one, they have the issue about the safety issue. That for the tin can, when you eat it and then you have, let's say, kind of bisphenol A, bisphenol F and can cause cancer. That is issue long time ago. So that's why consumer would like to see from the modern, let's say, era, they want to have, let's say, convenient because the microwave also introduced and want to have a food safety and look nice in terms of the modern format or shape of the product. So that's why we create this kind of technology or product to serve our consumer. It means that this kind of barrier packaging or longevity packaging that made from plastic can microwave and light and look nice. So they can, the brand owner can, let's say, differentiate themselves to make a value added product.
Right.
Example that the food manufacturers, if they produce like, let's say, like a cat food or dog food in terms of the canned product, so they sell maybe like a mass production on this kind of category. But if they have a nicer packaging or let's say vibrant color or different shape like a cat face shape, something like that, and differentiate from the tin can, so they can make the product more valuable,
Right.
more premium,
Yeah.
and they can charge more. And then the cat's owner or the dog's owner likes it.
Right.
So yeah, R&D is a very serious issue for every single company. So
Yes.
according to Eka Global, how does innovation play a role in maintaining Eka Global's leadership in the global packaging market?
I can say that is our, let's say, core philosophy or core branded of our, let's say, people in the company. We know that we are the innovation company, really. We can say that we are like a startup in the past 25 years ago.
Right.
Startup just we know now from the, let's say, 10 years ago. But actually we are a startup, let's say, 25 years ago, because at that time nobody did this kind of packaging. So we are kind of the innovation company to do that at that time, like a startup company. So this is our heart. The innovation will drive us to be the leader in the business segment.
Right.
As you know that we are doing this kind of packaging, let's say, firstly in Thailand for 25 years ago, that no one did it. Without the innovation, we cannot be the leader. We just be follower right? If someone at that time, 25 years ago, if I'm not starting this business, someone starting first, so we will be follower. But now we are leader in this kind of innovation, let's say longevity packaging.
We have the upper hand if we start first,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And what are your strategies to remain competitive?
I think that for sure that we put in the innovation, let's say budget, every year for 2% of our turnover to be in the leader of this.
Right.
We believe that for sure that economy of scale is very important, that you run bigger and then you have a several, let's say, the economy on cost. But I think that in our, let's say, core business, we still believe that innovation is the key. So we continue to put in this innovation in terms of product development or design development or total package solution, like solution for the customer, not just only for the packaging but for the food process themselves too. How to fit in, how to make a better food safety or to matching with the consumer needs. Like nowadays we are concerned about environmental issue and we are in plastic, so we have to make an innovation product that fit to our customer need, like recyclable product or bio-based product.
Right.
That customer would like to see that plastic is not against the environmental issue. That's what we need to do.
Right. Which we'll be discussing more about that. And recently I've heard that you just had a new factory in India, right? In Pune city, is that the name?
Yes.
And so we want to know about this major milestone. What led to that investment and how has the Indian market responded so far?
The history that we entering to the India market is, I think, around in 2019. We took over one of the US company from US that they want to divert it from Asia. So at that time, we took over them also in the India, let's say, portfolio. At that time, that make us to be global because for sure that we are right now 25 years ago we just Thailand-based company. With this acquisition, we will be, let's say, global company. At that time, we took over the India office from them, from the US company. At that time, we just promote, buy and sell. We sell the product from Thailand, final packaging from Thailand to the India market. India market is growing, let's say, very quick because as you know that India is population is like China.
Huge.
And then they're just starting opening up the country. They're growing, their growth rate is kind of 100% every year in the last 5 or 6 years that we're doing the business in India. It's very dynamic, dynamic market. So we are very happy to, let's say, see the India market growth. At certain stage, around last 2 years, we make a decision that the turnover is quite big enough for us to invest in the factory. So that's why we invest to build the factory 2 years ago, and it's completed the factory last year.
Right. And how many countries you export to so far?
Actually, we export nearly to every continent, like US, Europe, Australia, Japan, China, many countries, except Middle East right now, except Middle East and Africa. But in Middle East, we will have a plans to export to Middle East very soon because India is like a gateway to Middle East. So our India entity take care of the Middle East.
Right.
So just only 2 continents or 2 parts of the world that we are not send our packaging to their continent yet is Africa and Middle East.
Right. And earlier you mentioned about, I think, green products.
Yes.
And I mean, nowadays it's all about environmental friendly. So I want to ask Eka Global of how eco-friendly are you? Where do you stand in the global stage? And can you please give us certain examples of your innovations?
Sure, we can do. So I think that we are still leader. As I said that we are the innovation company. So this one is our key priority to develop the packaging. But actually our product is environmental, let's say, friendly because our product, even though it's a barrier packaging or longevity packaging that contain many material, because we need to, let's say, protect the oxygen and water completely to extend the shelf life to be 2 years. anyhow, our packaging can be 100% recyclable. So this kind of issue is maybe no worried about consumer, but we are doing further. We do the R&D and development further that our packaging can, let's say, made from bio-based product. Bio-based is mean that from bio product, not just only from the fossil base only. And then we also make it further that our packaging can be biodegradable too. If customer would like to ask to do this kind of packaging, we also can provide for them. But it depends on the consumer needs or the brand owner needs on that.
Right. I believe you work with the SMEs as well.
Yes.
Could you tell us what kind of collaboration that you've been having with them, and why is it important for the SMEs to be supported by the large enterprises like your business?
Actually, we can show you the good example for the India market. Because in Thailand, we have customer, let's say big customer for the food manufacturers like TU, like Unicorn kind of things. They are giant of the seafood manufacturers. We don't have much customer in Thailand because most of our customer is a big entrepreneur, big company, corporates. But in India, it's very good example because in India, our company sell to mostly SME of India. So we have around 300 customer base in India. Compared to Thailand, maybe we have 20, but India we have 300 customer. So it means that in India we have a small and medium enterprising mainly of our portfolio. This one will be, let's say, a good example for Thailand. India also, our packaging that we support, that we sell to India is mostly a dessert, Indian sweet, that way, typical Indian sweet. The same thing as a SME in Thailand. SME in India, they have a pain point too. When they are like a home cook or small and medium enterprise, they make, let's say, Indian dessert at home, Indian sweet at home, but they cannot have long shelf life. Same thing as our SME in Thailand. The dessert that we cannot cook at home anymore, like khanom chan like that, they have a very short shelf life for only 3 days.
Or even 2,
even
hot
2 days,
weather,
right? Same thing as in India, they also have very short shelf life. So they have a pain point that they cannot supply their food product to the other, not country, not even though country is another province, they also cannot, because India is very big, bigger than Thailand a lot. In terms of transportation, that they want to transport the food packaging from their shops to another province, cannot do, because it take already maybe 2 days. The Indian dessert is already expired, expired from their shelf life. So that's why they came to us. They want to extend the shelf life to be, let's say, from 3 days to be like 15 days. So our packaging help them to expand the market, let's say, nationwide in India. Some of our India customer, they are very local Indian, but right now they expand with our packaging. They can export to the Indian community in US, in UK. They can export their product, so they can expand their market further. I think it will be the same case in Thailand, that our SME, because in Thailand, our food manufacturers, our SME, very famous in the world, right? For our food, our dessert. I think it will be the same scenario, that if our SME entrepreneur would like to expand the market further, whatever nationwide or Asian or worldwide, I think they need shelf life. Otherwise, they cannot export.
So Eka Global works closely with many Thai SMEs, right? So how does your packaging technology help small and medium food products compete in the international stage?
Thank you very much for your question. I think that for the SME, as I mentioned, that our food, let's say Thai food or dessert, is very well known in the world. Just we no need to be, let's say, marketing more for the Thai product, for Thai food especially. So everyone know that Thai food is very good, one of the best food in the world. Just only to give them the opportunity to promote their product outside Thailand. So they need shelf life. Without shelf life, as I mentioned, that they have very short shelf life for the dessert, like a sweet, Thai sweet, they have just only 3 days. They need shelf life to extend it to be, let's say, like a 15 days, 20 days, or a month, or a year, to export to another country, to let world population taste our product, not just only from the TV or television or advertisement. This is very important to give them the chance to let they promote their product elsewhere in the world. The market is there, I believe.
Right. And what kind of support or collaboration you believe would further enhance Thai food exports through better innovation?
I think that for Thai manufacturers, we are very capable of to cook a good food, but we don't have, let's say, fundamental things to develop how to test the shelf life, how to calculate the shelf life exactly to make it like a professional. For us, we can help them because we have an R&D center, we have a lab center to test them, their product with our packaging.
Right.
What is their shelf life and what is their sensory also. When they're doing the convenient food product, they need to consider two things, not just only for shelf life, but also sensory, the taste, aroma and everything. That when they pack and then they can extend shelf life, but they have to make sure that shelf life is okay, but their product is still be okay too. This one we can support them.
Right. Okay, so now let's shift our attention to the trends and the upcoming future. So looking at global megatrends, how do you see the packaging industry evolving over the next decade?
For sure that the packaging is very important in the food packaging. You see that more and more people, let's say, design for the packaging to catch up with the consumer needs. This is very important. If you see that for the new generation, they see, especially for the pet food itself, they're not buying the pet food for the cats or other dog, but actually the owner don't eat it, but the owner see the packaging, look nice, they buy for their pets instead of the pet choosing that. So this is impact a lot on in terms of consumer concept. So I think that packaging, if you have a design packaging good and nicely, curing their pain point and also touching the heart, I think that the marketing is there.
Right. What about the trend of packaging in Thailand? Is it going in the same direction?
Sure.
Globally?
Sure. As you see that we will have more convenience store more and more nowadays.
And food delivery as
That's
well.
true. That's true. The people need to have convenience, right? Microwavable, convenient, look nice, and feel safe for the food.
Right.
Which format that is not convenient, is not feel safe, I think that it will be not obsolete, but it will be gradually decline and will be replacing with the new modern packaging. Yes.
And of course, talking about the future, there's always digital transformation or smart manufacturing. So how is Eka Global preparing for its operation?
Actually, we put in this kind of budget already that in 2025 we will, let's say, have kind of fully automated factory. And we also will expand our warehouse to be like an automated warehouse also. Because we produce packaging, it's a lot of SKU. So we cannot, let's say, have a manual all the time to storage or manual packing. So right now we will invest in 2026 to be, let's say, completely automation in the lines.
Right. I think one thing that extension of shelf life helps a lot is reducing food waste. Right. So according to 2025 data from the Department of Pollution Control, each Thai citizen actually contributes to around 154 kilograms of food waste. So how do you see longevity packaging play an important role on this?
This is definitely help the food waste and also help, let's say, farmer or agricultural product to, let's say, extend their shelf life, because you can see that like agricultural product or food products, they are seasonal. When it's coming out, and then if you don't have, let's say, packaging that can be extend their shelf life, they will be spoiled immediately. They cannot sell fresh every time, because when we expansion, the farmers grow like mangoes, like longan or whatever, durian or something like this. If it's oversupplied, if you don't have the shelf life extended in the packaging, when it's season coming out, they have to throw away. So this is a food waste. But with the good packaging, with extended shelf life, you can process make it a processed food, and then you can extend their shelf life and keep it for 2 years. So it means that, example, this season, mango comes a lot, but the market cannot consume all.
Right.
Then you process mango in the good packaging. Then you can extend the shelf life for another maybe a month or 2 or even to a year. Then it means that your mango is not spoiled. You can keep it and then can marketing later.
Right. Just a small question, my personal question. So when you keep the food in your packages, the nutrients still stay there?
Yes, of course. That's why, as I mentioned, that our lab or our R&D center can help them to test the nutrition, aroma, shelf life. So they can make sure that their product is still fresh and have a good nutrients and also have a longer shelf life too.
Right, and this is also a personal question. So you mentioned a lot about packaging. So I want to know, according to Eka Global, have you done any research on how packaging is actually affecting your group of customers?
Yes, it's a lot. But we don't have, let's say, real research that how many % or satisfaction. But it's also shown from the indirect that we are growing, let's say, every year. We never decline in terms of sales or our popularity on our product. So the brand owner always changing or keep changing from the old format like a tin can or glass jar, replace like innovation packaging like plastic or longevity packaging. Every year it's growing. So that is shown that the market is not saturated yet. It still keep going in this direction and help them to grow the market, the brand owners.
How many years have you been in this business?
25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
So how could you please share with us, how did it start?
Actually, we start because I'm in the family-owned business, and at that time we also have a segment on the, let's say, plastic industry. We do a plastic wooden bag, we do the mold maker kind of thing, and then we diversify from that to do the longevity packaging by ourselves. At certain stage, we think that because my family business is mainly based on tapioca business, so at that time we think that okay, even though we have a plastic division, but our Eka Global company is not related to tapioca much, so that's why we spin off. I spin off from the family business to do our own Eka company to be independent.
Right. Well, you were younger back then, right? So what kind of message would you like to share with young entrepreneurs who would like to start business like yourself?
I think that when you want to start the business to the, let's say, to the new market, I think that you should not think about what you want to sell, but you have to think about why it's matter. This is more important if you want to be the leader. Because if you want to talking just only for the product that you want to sell, this means that okay, you just follow the other that okay, I want to do this, do that already in the market. You have to think about why. Why it's matter, why you have to do this, because you want to create a new product, the innovation to kill the pain point of your customer. In terms of us, we kill the pain point of the consumer, because consumer need more, let's say, packaging that fits to the new trend. Like as I mentioned, that they need microwavable, lightweight product, and also look nice for fancy for their pets. This is a curing of their, helping up the pain point, cure the pain point of their of our customer.
Right. And it has been a very insightful and inspiring conversation. Well, thank you again for your time today.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณมากค่ะ
Thank you ครับ สวัสดีครับ
And that's all for Thai Pulse this week. We'll see you again next weekend. สวัสดีค่ะ